Okay, hello. So, welcome to another trade review, and today we're going to look at this 15th of July trade. Was a very nice silver bullet, and I was sitting throughout the whole AM session outlining the whole market maker buy model. So let's take a look. So it was a CPI day. So CPI was this candle. It traded up higher, and I said it left relatively equal lows. So basically, what we're trying to say is the longs are feeling safe right now, and generally smart money like to target those retail traders that are feeling very safe. So this is a sped up by 100 version because, as I said, I set out throughout the whole 8 a.m. session from like 8 o'clock to 11. So that this specifically trade, okay, this specific trade has been outlined since 8:30. Okay, it's not just 10 o'clock, then I just take a fair value gain one. It's traded based on the premise of what it done since 8:30 to 9:30 pre-market. Yep, so we shall see. So right now we basically have time distortion because price was just trading around, moving. So just look at the 5-minute chart. We have relatively equal high and opening range premium. Then say that we are going to have a big opening range gap open in the premium. So we would expect a Judah swing to trade lower if we are bullish, then only trade higher. Okay. So that is basically what I'm expecting. The manipulation stage, then the accumulation stage, then trade the first stage or second stage distribution. So very nice thing here is we had the relatively equal high that I have noted. Okay, is during the 8:30 to 9 o'clock. So generally 7 to 9:30 is the pre-market, 7 to 9 pre-market, and what basically see here is the buy side is being taken right here, and here another short-term low is taken, another short-term high is taken, plus you have the opening range gap standard deviation, and definitely basically you want to see the uh, 0.5 level right here, like actually standard deviation for retracement. So basically what I wanted to see was the seed retrace from there, and look what it does, took out this short-term high, and there we go. So there was no fair value gap, so generally after 9:30 we wait for the first presented fair value gap, but if it wasn't given that, so basically you just have to keep waiting. You just have to wait for a fair value gap to appear, because that is one of the first signal when it wants to transition from high resistance runs to low resistance run. Yep, so London low is already taken from where I expected retracement, which is bonkers because man, I never really thought that I could have done this also. So it's all according to the logic. And then we had no fair value gap, but we have this grey pool, which is what I wanted to short just now. But I just told myself, nah, I'm just gonna wait for a fair value gap. So this is actually a grey pool, also in the form of a implied fair value gap, implied CB, which is the midpoint of this week and this week. There we go, the grey pool respected nicely, retested one more time, then just straight lower to the London low, which is what I was looking for manipulation, for smart money to accumulate longs. So this is a turtle soup entry. Then what we do have immediate rebalance right here. So I want to see here act as a breaker if we really want to trade higher, because we really use this grey pool to trade lower. So if we want to trade higher, everything that the algorithm used to trade lower should be treated as discount. So premium should be treated as discount in the buy program, and the sell program just switch it out. In a sell program, generally you want to see discount act as premium. So yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can follow me, but I'm just reviewing. So just noting out that rejection block right there, and just looking at time. I'm basically waiting for time for me to do something. So we had a high resistance run here, time distortion, waiting for 9:50 macro to 10:10, which is the macro 20 minutes before into the silver bullet. So opening range low is taken right now. So everything looks very good for me to go long already. So right now I'm just waiting for displacement. And then we have it displacement plus we have short-term highs taken. So that's a bullish market structure shift. Okay, in the context of we already taken London lows and then taken opening range low, and then we failed to reach the big opening range gap midpoint. But I was still looking at, okay, it might seem impossible, but once we done this, to me is okay, it might want to go for higher prices already because maximum carnage is already done. Yeah, so just waiting. Actually, we can speed it up. Okay, so like I was saying, I was waiting for the first presenter fair gap. So what do we have here? First presenter fair gap, and bias was bullish, and so I went long here, and my stop loss is just 20 points. So basically, just taking at low hanging fruit objectives, not striving to be right to be profitable. Yep, and right now I want to see displays higher because what do we have here? We have the SMT right here, higher highs, then lower highs. Okay, so right now I want to see prices expand higher just like that because we have the volume imbalance here with the first presented fair gap. That's respected also. Twice fails to dig lower into this and does not use this rejection block to trade higher again. So it does not retest. Everything is signaling higher prices already right now. And this blue fair gap right here is a 5 minute. Okay, right here is a 5 minute BC, and I want to use it. I want to price you. I want to see price use it as a reclaim buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. This is the 830 candle, and we already taken out the relatively equal low CPI have left. So untouched liquidity right now is buy side, and we are bullish for the week also. So everything is aligned. This is a plus setup to me. Yeah, so I want to see this used as a reclaim fair gap to send price higher. So whatever that happened here, I want to see it take place here right now. Very nice. So once we got the displacement, what did I do? I shifted my stop loss to better and break even to cover just commission because at this point we do not even want to see price trade past this red candle, this down close candle, because in a buy program, remember in the buy program we want to see red candles, down close candles support price. So this is an order block and price displays from it. It confirms that this is an order block. Why? Because we don't want to see price trade back below the midpoint of this reclaimed 5 minute fair gap. In the 1 minute fair gap, we have this also. So right now, the on top part here is already balanced by this run. Then the lower portion of it is already balanced by this time distortion. So when it trades away from it, and we have a down close candle here, we expect it to be an order block. That's why you see I shift my stop loss better and break even, and it's just slightly lower than this red down close candle. So right now I want to see the gray pool area just get smoked. So now it's risk free, basically same premise, and there we go. Just a very nice low resistance run right here, but you can see that later on price just chop around, and yeah, just typing myself contented enough, well done, and that's it. So just journaling my trade, and yeah, then after this I just went on to look at um just paper trading and stuff. Yeah. Okay, so for this trade, okay, everything was perfect. Everything was outlined based on how I want it to, and it just proves that the market is freaking rigged. And the second thing is everything was as planned because I begin with the end in mind. I didn't know where I want to take profit, when do I shift my stop loss, and what I want to see, what I don't want to see happen. And then I took at low hanging fruit, feeling very contented also. So that's one thing I'm really satisfied with. It's being contented with enough. Because like always say, once I discovered my flaws is taking profits, I tend to be overzealous with take profits. So my way of going about is just setting my TPs at low hanging fruit objectives, because first partial will be my TP, because I only have one contract right now. That's why I'm just trading like that. So just slowly getting used to this. Yeah, so very good trade. Everything was done perfectly, was doing the right thing, not striving to be right to be profitable, was managing risk, and was entering at a logical area. And I was patient enough to wait for what I want to see in order for me to go long. I told you that I want to see the London sell side taken first, and then I want to see some form of market structure shift for the algorithm to tip its hand to us that, hey, I'm going to go higher, I'm in the buy program right now. And this is exactly what we see right here, and this is a very good take profit, because it's also a 5 minute CB. So it has all the reasons why we should take something off here. And since I only have one contract, so just take everything off and have a meal ticket and a free ride study. Why not? So if it give you more, good. If it give you less, you already take profit. So it does not even matter. Yeah, so trading like that right now. Today marked the day that I think I already covered all my drawdown. If I add up last year's profit, but I'm not going to do that because the major drawdown done by me was during last 2 months, and until I recuperate that, I won't even think myself as a break-even trader or something. But right now I'm really at the break-even stage, and my outlook on being in this stage is different already. I really understand why is drawdown slingshots, because it allows you to reflect on yourself on what did you do that caused you to be in certain level of drawdown. So if you were in a very big drawdown, you got to think like, what caused me to be in such position. And yeah, I figured it out is my overzealous taking profits. And yeah, so right now my model is pretty much just like that, and I can really see the end of all my drawdowns, because no matter loss or win, losses will always be outpaced by winners. And that is one thing I'm very confident with right now. And yeah, this year is just all about desanitizing myself from the trade outcome, managing risk impeccably. That's all. And if I turn out to be profitable, great. If I don't turn out to be profitable, I'll be at least break even. This is one thing I know for sure, because look at the way I can read price right now. I even outline all this when price was fucking here, and I even can, I even measured the STD of the opening range to see, do we get a retracement from there. All this was done very naturally. And yeah, so right now if I have time, I will always do backtest even more. Yep. So great job, great job. Keep doing the right thing, Ben. Manage risk, take lower hanging fruit objectives. That's all. That's all that matters to you right now. That is how you overcome your weakness. And yeah, from what I can see, your progression is really, really good. Okay.